Yeah.
Turn left.
The radio.
Turn left onto Meriden Avenue. Then turn right onto Union Lake Road.
And it catapulted them to 12-4 win a division. If that comeback didn't happen, they don't win the division that year. They probably don't have their playoff win since '57. So it's little things like yesterday that, this is what happens in special seasons.
Yeah.
Turn left onto
I
Flagstaff
gotta be honest,
Street.
I was
Then
kind of in the
turn right
bubble.
onto Union Lake Road.
Because at the beginning of the game, yesterday was so nice. I was putting on the Christmas lights, and about a half hour into, I like to do the half-hour mark because that I can then fast forward plays and commercials. Gets me to halftime. Halftime, I went back out, started working on the Christmas lights. Another half hour, and then my wife, who was
At the stop sign,
sleeping
turn right
or
onto
taking a nap
Union
with
Lake
Teddy, she
Road.
was listening to Dan and Lomas on the Odyssey app. She came out with this stupid smile on her face, which burned it for me. And she was like, I don't know if they win, but I think something good happens. Okay, thanks.
So the question is, we sit here and we ask the fans, did you leave the game early? And, call in if you did.
Right.
But I want to call out the people at home.
Yes.
I guarantee you there's people that
Turned it off?
Turned it off or went outside and took care of the leaves.
Right.
Or something.
Out of frustration. People
I
probably
will
threw their
admit,
remote.
my boys were annoying me because one was complaining about everything and wanted Bridgewater in. And I'm like trying to talk him off the cliff. And then Sam walks in the door after he had his Christmas play practice. They're going to lose to the Bears? And they frustrated me so much. I finally said, all right, guys, they're not going to win. And as soon as I said that, they came back and won.
Kids and certain fans don't understand the NFL. If they would have lost, I would have said, okay, it happens. It's the NFL.
2.1
There are
miles. Turn
upsets
right onto
every
Richardson
single
Road.
week in this league.
I said that, Connor. The Cowboys lost to the Cardinals.
Yes.
I'm bringing up all these examples this year.
All right.
And you just wouldn't accept it.
248-539-9797.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Sports headlines all day, every day. From the Corwell Health Sports Desk, this is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Auto Accident Attorneys Applebaum and Stone. A statement rally by the Detroit Lions at home to earn their 8th win, 2 touchdowns and a safety in the final 3 minutes of the game to shock the Bears 31-26. Dan Campbell pretty pumped for his guys in the locker room after the rally.
We are a resilient team, gentlemen. We are resilient. We're going to find a way to win. They freaking came out and they fought us, but we fought harder. And we went and got the win. That's outstanding. That's division win number 2.
And coach gave the game ball to Aiden Hutchinson for a strip sack of Justin Fields, resulting in a safety and clinching the victory. It was a historic loss for the Bears. ESPN Chicago showing it was the first time an NFL team has been +3 in turnovers and possessed the ball for 40+ minutes and lost in league history. Also good for the Lions, the Vikings' 5-game winning streak was snapped by the Broncos, who beat Minnesota 21-20. Detroit now 2.5 games up in the NFC North. A career night for MSU sophomore Trey Holloman, 17 points in an 81-49 win over Alcorn State with Tyson Walker not playing at the Breslin Center. Holloman made all 5 of his threes and said he knew he felt good during warm-ups. State is 3-2. And the Pistons, they're 2-12. Wrecked by the Raptors on the road, 142-113. Cade Cunningham and Isaiah Stewart not playing much in the second half with another contest tonight versus the world champion Nuggets back here in Detroit. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket at Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Thank you very much, Chris. And there'll be an angry group of Nuggets because they're coming off a loss last night to Cleveland. All right, 248-539-9797. We got some texts, some phone calls, your reaction to everything that happened yesterday at Ford Field. Did you leave early if you were there? Did you turn it off if you were home? And we mentioned this stat, and to amplify the stat that we got from our statistician, Mike Brada, here's the exact numbers. Since 1932, no NFL team with a +3 turnover margin and 40 minutes time of possession had ever lost a game Teams were 48-0 until the Bears lost today. It's not an overstatement to call this a historic loss. And that is tweeted out by one of the members of Chicago's talk radio shows, Sylvie, of the Waddle and Sylvie show. Tom Waddle played, of course, with Jim Harbaugh,
Yes.
Chicago Bears, back in the day. All right, let's get to some texts, and we'll get to the phones. I was at the game yesterday, and afterwards I felt sorry that I doubted the new-look Lions would come back, from Jeremy in a car. If anyone should be booed, it's AG and the defense. Move on from him, please. He sucks. You're not going to switch defensive coordinators now.
Not at 8-2.
No, and yeah, there's problems. Some of it's personnel too.
Make some adjustments.
100% they booed the first play, was a run to the left, and we wanted a bomb. I'm pretty sure that's when the boos came.
Okay.
He's talking about the last drive, maybe, I don't know. I'm not surprised Goff didn't hear the boos. I grew up playing hockey in a large environment, and I can say it's true. We can hear the noise, but we don't pay attention to what it is. Numerous times I had people ask me if I could hear them, and I would say no, because I was too focused on hearing from my team and my coach. I think Aiden Hutchinson needs to slow down when the Lions are playing a mobile quarterback. He seems to overrun the play, allowing a quarterback to scramble. He should focus on containment first. That's definitely an issue with him.
If that's the responsibility
Correct.
of the edge guy. A lot of times there's a linebacker wrapping around that's supposed to be there.
Right.
It depends on the play call.
That game was a pulse pounder. From doing chores while watching it to eating ice cream when it was over, only our Lions can cause those kinds of mood swings. That's from Diana Township.
The ice cream.
I shut the game off and angry cleaned my house to get ready for Thanksgiving. I didn't find out they won until I turned on the Vikings game. Wow.
Angry clean.
The Vikings game.
Turn
That's
right
5
onto
hours
Richardson
later.
Road. Then turn left onto
Wife's
Martin Road.
first Lions game wasn't looking good.
Turn blinker on
She was
with your
falling
brain.
asleep in the second half until the Lions woke her up. Great ending. Hats off to Coach Campbell for the successful bowel movement yesterday. Those can be tricky
At the light,
sometimes.
turn left onto Martin Road.
They did drop one. For 55 minutes, they sat there with their shirt off.
It was all over the field. It wasn't just
And
offense.
turn
No, it was
blinker on
everyone.
with your ring.
Except for like Jack Fox.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mike in Livonia. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning. Just wanted to call and say, listening to some of the people complain about how we won tells me how far this team has come.
In half a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Martin Road.
Prior.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's no question. We were on the flip side of this win for 61 years.
For the most part, yes. No doubt about it. And it was just incredible that they came back to win. I mean, I was sitting at the game and I texted my family
At the roundabout,
after
take the second exit onto
Montgomery
Martin
scored
Road.
a touchdown and just said, unfreaking, I didn't use freaking, believable.
Yeah. Well, and okay, the Lions are a good team.
Right.
They're not a historically great team.
No.
Nobody is saying that. And they're, I mean, Dan Campbell talks about grit. This was a gritty performance. They hung in there. They gave themselves a chance at the end after, dropping what they dropped on the field. But the fact is, they scratched, they clawed, they fought for this win, and it's a good win.
There were plays in the game that came out of nowhere, really, and that really helped. Obviously, the JMO play was probably the most important play of the game. But don't
At the
underestimate that Lee
roundabout, take the
McNeil
second
sack
exit
either.
onto
Oh,
Martin
Lee
Parkway.
McNeil sack. I know Hutch had the big sack at the end.
Yeah.
Which, if in a moment where you have to have a sack, you got to get after the quarterback, he did it.
Yes. Let's talk to Kurt in Plymouth. You're 97 on the ticket.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Wonderful.
In half a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Martin Parkway.
Oh, yeah. I walk by there almost every day.
Oh, I'm a member up there, and we do our practice Thanksgiving dinner the Sunday before Thanksgiving. Everybody brings something. We cook a turkey 10 yard, and we watch football.
Okay.
And we must have 30 guys up there. All but 3 of us, me being one, hung in there to believe that the Lions were going to win. But after that victory, the guys at the club, I think people started drinking the Kool-Aid relative to the victory. So it was just exciting to tell.
At the
I
roundabout,
actually
take the
had a
second
moment
exit
of
onto Martin
flash
Parkway.
when I went to see the Pistons play back in the Bad Boy era. You would just walk in there and know they were going to win. You just had that feeling. And I'm starting to have that feeling with the Lions, and it's exciting as hell.
Well, yes, before the game, I was very confident they were going to win. When they were down, I wasn't as confident. I don't think anybody was.
What's your level of confidence? I know we're going to talk more about it, but after having seen that, they're 8-2. They found a way to win.
Mm-hmm.
Level of confidence.
At the roundabout,
Thursday,
take the
on a
second
Monday.
exit onto M5 South.
With what, 10 being the ultimate comp or 5?
Let's go scale of 1 to 10.
1 to 10, 8.
Okay, so it's not been shaken too much.
No, not at all. I mean, every team does not play perfect football every game. Sometimes you're fortunate to win those games, like they were. James in Garden City, you're 97.1 the
12
ticket.
miles, take a
Good morning,
slight
guys.
left
How are
turn
you?
onto
Good,
West
thank
8
you.
Mile Road.
Very good. Yeah, I just want to say I'm a big Lions fan. I don't think ever in the history of my being a fan have I ever turned off a game or walked away from a game or left a game early until yesterday. I planned on doing my spark plugs in my truck after the game, and after that third interception, I said, nope, I'm doing it right now. So I turned off the game, when I started doing my plug, and I got a text from my coworker and friend. He said, hey, if you're outside doing your plugs, you might want to come back in. So I went back in and watched the game-winning drives, and I'm in awe. That was a very heartbreaking, or heart-pounding game, that's for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
incredible. I mean, a drive for the
Yeah,
ages.
he created the spark.
Yeah.
I think it was just the way the game was. It was such garbage, and the Bears' possession was so deflating right before the comeback.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what I was experiencing as a fan is I was like still in my mind trying to go big picture. But I was sitting there, and I gotta admit, I was like, they're throwing this away. They're throwing this season away in terms of big things being on the table.
Yeah.
You know, the division's going to be in jeopardy now. I'm having all these dark thoughts.
Yeah, well, and obviously, your margin for error, if you want to get home field advantage, is slim.
Yes.
And if you lose this game to the Bears, it's probably none. And they kept that alive. They kept the thought of, now, are they a good enough team to attain that? Probably not.
Right.
But it's still on the table.
Yes.
It's still a possibility. They've got the Green Bay Packers, another division opponent. Right now, they're 2-0. Putting aside what we just watched for 55 minutes, they are 2-0 in the division. They're 8-2 as their record, and they've got 8 wins, and they're not even at Thanksgiving yet.
I know. So they win Thursday. They're 9-2 at Thanksgiving. For them to not make the playoffs, they probably have to lose out.
Yes. Yeah, I mean,
To win the division, they probably have to win 2 more games, get to 11. I mean, I know the Vikings can go
after
the
Thursday.
Thanksgiving,
You're counting Thursday.
Yeah,
counting Thursday,
I
yeah.
said after Thursday, if they're
Okay.
9-2, they can win
Yeah.
2 more games, get to
Well,
11.
if they win Thursday and they split with the Vikings, they'll probably win.
Yes.
248-539-9797 is the telephone number. Let's go to Farmington Hills. Good morning, Tim. How are you?
Good morning. I'm wonderful. After that game, I would be happy with the Lions had they lost. The difference between the Lions that I've been watching, I'm 76. I've been watching them forever. The difference is so tremendous, and even if they lost, they were outplayed, for 56 minutes?
Yeah.
And my expectation was the game was going to end and they were going to have a loss. And the last 4 minutes were just terrific. And I'm not dissatisfied with the Lions. What I think, though, is this. There are at least 2 areas that I see. One is teams that play against the Lions know that they do not have 2 things consistently. A deep threat and a pass rush.
Correct.
And those 2 things can cause other teams to plan around that.
Well, you saw
What happened
them
yesterday.
You saw them with the defense that they clogged up the middle, but now with the Jamison Williams touchdown, they might have to think a little different.
Tim, were you you said you're 72, right?
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
76. Were you in Detroit as a youth?
Oh, my whole life.
All right. So what was it?
Military time.
The last time they were 8-2 to start a season was in 1962. Any chance that you were at any of those games in '62?
No, I never go to football games, baseball games. I go to
one or two baseball games maybe a year. I haven't gone to see the Tigers. I go to Toledo to watch the Buddy, and I'm so disappointed in the Tigers. But I can tell you, if I was in country, I watched every Lions game since I was a kid, and for the last probably 10 years, I've been retired. I've watched every Tiger game, not completely watched every Tiger game. Sometimes I just get so frustrated I turn it off and go do something stupid. But for the most part, I'm a big sports fan, but I just refuse to go to the games. It's just not on the...
That's your cup of tea. We get it. 248-539-9797. More of your phone calls. The Lions are 8-2. They got one yesterday that most of us didn't think they'd get with about 4.5 minutes left to play. 97 won the team.
Hey, we're loving football season. And if you want to love football season while watching it by the best pool in history, you got to get to Stadium Swim. It's located at Circa Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. Catch all the biggest games at a viewing experience built for sports fans. Chill in one of the 6 pools on 3 different levels for a perfect view of the massive 40-foot tall high-definition screen. That's Stadium Swim. It's America's favorite place to watch football games. You got swim-up bars, Insta-ready selfie walls, and one non-stop football party. Score your perfect game day spot with cozy day beds, private cabanas, or grab a lounge at the center of the action. Reserve your spot today. It's 365 days of sports poolside, located at Circa Resort and Casino in downtown Las Vegas, right on Fremont Street. Stadium Swim, all sports, all seasons. Book your spot today at circalasvegas.com.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ 24-hour traffic center, brought to you by Zott Auto Group. No crashes to report at this time, but we do, of course, have construction. Grand River closed between Short Street and Telegraph. That's scheduled through the 1st of December. 94 westbound on Wayne Road, that left lane is closed through Wednesday. 275 in both directions between Will Carlton and Eureka. Your 2 right lanes are closed through today. And from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. daily, 94 westbound between Belleville and Rossville roads, your 2 left lanes will be closed. Zott Auto Group and Ally have teamed up to celebrate Giving Tuesday, and they need your help as they support the Joe Coker Foundation this holiday season. Visit any Zott Auto dealership through the Giving Tuesday to drop off your monetary donation. I'm Tina with traffic.
Text the ticket using the same number you used to call the ticket. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
The ticket. Every week in Michigan Auto Law, people call and say they were in a car accident and they hired a lawyer, but now they regret their choice and they want to switch firms. They say they never hear back from their lawyer. They're frustrated. At Michigan Auto Law, we call you back. Last year, Michigan Auto Law again recovered the largest car accident verdict in the entire state, $14.3 million. At Michigan Auto Law, we care more, so you win more. Visit Autolaw.com. That's Autolaw.com.
Wake up, Detroit. This is Tanya Lalonde reminding you Black Friday pricing is going on now at Lalonde Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We have every new Grand Cherokee and Compass at employee pricing with up to $13,000 off MSRP. Plus, no payments for 3 full months. Remember, we'll beat any price, anywhere, any day, guaranteed. So come see us during the Black Friday sales event at Lalonde Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just 20 minutes north of M59 in beautiful Inlay City, and at LalondeChrysler.com.
Dodge Jeep Ram.
This Thanksgiving, give more, save more, and feed more families. Whenever you shop Meijer this Thanksgiving, if your purchase includes high-quality, low-price Meijer brand food products, our Simply Give program will donate a meal to a local pantry. Together we can feed our neighbors in need while enjoying the good food and great prices we all love. Shop Meijer this Thanksgiving week and visit Meijer.com to learn more.
The Lions VIP tailgate is back by Bullseye Event Group. All-you-can-eat food and open bar for 3 hours before kickoff for all Lions home games inside Shed 5 in Eastern Market. Go to BullseyeEventGroup.com for tickets. Parking included. Transfers to Ford Field available. Bullseye Event Group has it all covered.
It's easy to think all money managers are pretty much the same, but at Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Different how? You sell high commission investment products, right?
No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission-based investment products.
Well, you must earn commissions on trades.
Nope. Never at Fisher. We're a fiduciary obligated to act in our client's best interest. It's the highest standard of care for a financial advisor.
How do you know what's in their best interest?
We get to know our clients and then tailor a portfolio based on their goals and needs.
But you probably sneak in some hidden and layered fees.
No, we have one transparent management fee, structured so we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, you really do look after your clients.
That's because our top priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. It might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly different money management.
Investments and securities involve the risk of loss.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Let's take a moment to appreciate our sweet children, loving grandparents, and eternal soulmates. Now let's use them to save money on wireless. Because with the Straight Talk Silver Plan, you get 4 lines for just $25 a month with unlimited data and no contracts. So add those human loved ones, and save money. Thanks, kids. They're finally worth it. Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Get 4 lines on Silver Unlimited for $25 per line per month, plus taxes and fees. For data management practices and additional terms, visit straighttalk.com.
Dell's Black Friday event is their biggest sale of the year. Shop limited time deals on laptops like the stylish, innovative XPS 13, engineered to do it all on the Intel Evo platform. Plus, save big on ultra-sharp monitors and top brand accessories. It's the perfect time to upgrade any home, business, or gaming setup powered by Intel Core processors. Shop now at Dell.com/deals to take advantage of huge savings and free shipping. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
You get up every morning and make it all work. You make the hospitals and the labs work. You keep the shelves stocked, the cash registers ringing, the production lines producing. At Vestas, we have the uniforms and workplace supplies you need to do what you do every day. When you think uniforms, floor mats, first aid kits, restroom supplies, think Vestas. Vestas, uniforms and workplace supplies for the people who make it all work. Learn more at Vestas.com.
The station where your opinion matters.
97.1 The Ticket.
29 seconds to go. Lions up by 3, 1st and 10. Bears from their own 25. Fields back. Lions rush 4. Fields gonna get hit. Gonna go down. Ball's loose. Inside the 5. It's kicked out of the end zone. That's a safety. That's a safety. The Lions are gonna win this game. Aiden Hutchinson knocked it loose. It went out of the back of the end zone, and the Lions are going to lock this one down. What a game! What a game!
Dan Miller, the very subdued Dan Miller. Love Dan Miller. Great, by the way, great profile by Justin Rogers in the Detroit News. I suggest you read it on Dan. He followed him around for like a week or whatever. Pretty cool stuff. All right, 248-539-9797. Your reaction, did you leave early? What didn't you like? Because there wasn't much to like, early in the game, or the first 55 minutes for that matter. Oh, look, they made some plays. I mean, they did have the lead at halftime. But it was not a good performance. But it doesn't make a difference now because you win. You turn the page. Game starts 0-0 on Thursday.
Yep.
And they're 8-2. You heard me right. For the first time since John F. Kennedy was alive, okay? We're coming up on the 60th year of his assassination coming up November 22nd.
It's the first time since this family's owned the team.
Yeah, that's right, because they got it on that day. 248-539-9797.
Which is Wednesday, the anniversary.
Yes, exactly. Normally we'd celebrate in a weird way, but it's a cool one now. Let's go to Nate in Grosse Ile. You're 97.1 The Ticket.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
So, first of all, Stoney, congratulations on your retirement coming up. And happy holidays and happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
Thank you.
Yesterday was my birthday, so my wife and my kids were like, Dad, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I was like, I just want to watch the Lions game. Just want to watch the Lions game. So I got up early. I did a couple of things around the house and started watching the Lions game. And then I'm like, oh, man, this doesn't look good after those interceptions. So next thing you know, I wake up and my wife, I fell asleep and my wife wakes me up and she says, I thought you were going to watch the Lions game. I said, well, not really going so well. So she's like, you just want to go to lunch? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's go to lunch. So we had to lunch, and finally they got some big screens at lunch, and next thing you know, it's the ending of the game, and I'm like, wow.
At the
What
stop
a great
sign,
ending.
use the left lane to make a U-turn at Melbourne.
I was like, man, we're going to have a bad birthday, and the next thing you know, it was, hey, it's a great birthday now.
Yeah.
Lions win.
Exactly. Great birthday, and you probably had a good lunch too, right?
Oh, it was a great lunch. Great lunch. Anytime I get to go out with my daughters and my wife for lunch because I work so much, it's an amazing day.
All right. Happy birthday to you, Nate. We appreciate it. Happy holidays to you. Let's go to Fred in Detroit. What's up, Fred?
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Good. So, I actually started off watching the game half and half. I was playing the Game 5, and I had the game on my phone.
Yeah.
And just paying attention at the corner of my eye, and then I ordered some
Turn right onto MacArthur Street. Then turn right onto Fargo Street.
It was sleep against my will after it settled in. And I woke up, rolled over when they were down 2 possessions. I believe in the fourth quarter. I just remember mumbling to myself.
Turn left onto Woodward Street. Then the destination is on your
I
right.
woke up.
That's what it was saying.
Let's go. All this stuff, and I was like,
You weren't paying attention.
I went into the highlights, and I was disgusted with myself for going to sleep. But man, that was awesome. Though that's the only time I went to clock out of the game besides the Ravens game. But it was awesome though.
Yeah, it was a little different than the Ravens game because it was the Bears and they were at home and they were playing like dog do.
Yeah, it was a lot of self-inflicted wounds.
Yes.
Again, they were screwing up their season.
Yeah.
And you're having these thoughts, and you're just like, I thought they were different.
The destination is on
Finally,
your
in
right.
the last 5 minutes, they were.
20040 Woodward Street.